Welcome to another edition of What's It Worth, hosted by Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope you're having a wonderful day. In this video, we're going to talk about the 1998 business strike quarters. Yes, you heard that right. And you're probably asking yourself, why? What's the point? Well, this coin has some significance. It is the final year design of the John Flanagan Eagle reverse. Okay, that's important. After this date, as we all know, the state quarter program firmly took hold as the program that has reshaped coin collecting. It's reshaped our coinage, our pocket change, you name it. So it's only fitting to talk about this coin because I have received a number of requests wanting to know how much is the final year of the John Flanagan reversed Eagle quarter worth. So let's start by talking about what exactly is a business strike. Well, these are coins that were intended and produced to circulate in today's society. Okay, it's not a special collector edition proof coin. It's not a satin proof or a satin strike type of coin. These were coins that were built and made to circulate. They didn't have anything special other than the satiny appearance of them as a business strike coin was especially nice on these. There's a few differences between the Philadelphia and the Denver minted coins. So I'll get into that here momentarily. But the business strike coins were produced in Philadelphia. So if you were east of the Mississippi, you saw these quite often. You probably still see them today. If you're west of the Mississippi, you're going to see a lot more of the Denver minted coins. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And let's talk about your 1998 quarters. So first and foremost, let's talk about the mintage of the Philadelphia minted coin. So on this particular example, there's 896,268,000 pieces produced for this particular date and mint. By no stretch of the imagination was it a rare coin. Okay, these things are plentiful, but you got to realize a couple things about this particular date. First of all, since we've already ran through a 10-year program of the state quarters, and we've also run through quite a bit of the America the Beautiful National Park quarters, finding any of the Eagle back reverse coins is extremely difficult to find in pocket change in grades above AU, okay, which is about uncirculated. Coins do exist in brilliant uncirculated, maybe an old collection got dumped into at the bank or got spent at the store, and that would be the only reason why you would find examples in really nice condition. So these coins, they weren't heavily saved. In fact, a lot of people were beginning to get ready for the release of the first quarter, which was the Delaware state quarter. So where does that leave the final date of the Eagleback design? Well, that's a good question. Let's go ahead and talk about pricing. Okay, this is on the top of everybody's mind. Now, coins circulated right out of pocket change, keep in mind, they're worth about face. All right. There are no known varieties for this particular date, so you want to keep that in mind. There's no double dies. There's nothing funny going on. There is the off chance that you could find some errors, maybe a rotated die or perhaps a die break or a cud, which looks like a big blob, and it usually will sit on the edge of the coin at any one point, covering some of the design details. So those are a few noteworthy points about the coin. If you were to maybe have an old Gem BU roll of these coins, they are still worth money in the secondary market. If you look on eBay or a retail outlet of that type online, these coins traditionally sell for the $1 to $2 range in Gem BU condition, and these are going to be raw examples, not graded, not any of that business. So these coins have a little bit of value because there's a lot of people still collecting these by date, and they're filling up albums and they're looking for really nice pieces. So the Gem BU examples, okay, again, carry a little bit of financial value to them. Not a whole lot, but your best bet is if you have, full rolls of these specific dates that are Gem BU, like bank rolls, you can easily get 2 to 3 times face for these rolls because people are looking for premium examples to send to a third-party grader like PCGS or NGC. Okay, so let's talk about the premium examples that are graded by one of these third-party affiliates. So 1998, the Philadelphia version is extremely common all the way through Mid-State 67. Where it gets really tough is Mid-State 68. However, there are 48 examples in existence. The good news is if you wanted to own a top pop, finest graded 1998p quarter, you won't even have to spend $100 for one. As a matter of fact, the last example sold for only $66, and that was through greatcollections.com. So, until someone finds a premium Mid-State 69, which is 1 point away from being perfect, these are going to be widely available in almost any conceivable grade between, some of the VF grades all the way up to that Mid-State 68 level. So that pretty much wraps up the 98p. Again, here's some main points on there. Go ahead and take a look at it. There's the mintage for you. Circulated examples only worth face value. Gem BU examples like from a roll, they're worth about $1 or $2 or maybe a mint set. Those come from there. And finally, premium graded examples can be had for very little money all the way up through Mid-State 68, okay, which makes it kind of a good investment because those coins at the Mid-State 68 level are very affordable and they're not going to stay like that for long. So let's go ahead and talk about the 1998D. This is where things are a little bit different. The coin design and everything like that still remains the same. The mint mark is on the front of the coin where you have Washington just to the right of his hair ribbon. All right, so you want to keep in mind that this coin right here has a relatively similar mintage. There were 821 million pieces produced for the 1998D. Okay, that's the Denver. Again, the narration's the same from the Philadelphia version. Circulated examples aren't worth a whole lot, they're worth face value. The one thing I could say about the Denver is you're not going to find too many errors on these coins. The Denver Mint really did a good job minimizing the errors that came out of their facility, okay? Things like die breaks and rotated dies and things of that nature, stuff that really makes a coin valuable, usually come out of the Philadelphia facility, okay? So yeah, Denver just stepped up their game when it comes to quality control. So here's where things are a little bit different. Like I said, Gem BU examples sell between $2 and $4. All right, it's a little bit tougher of a coin, primarily because the overall planchet quality wasn't nearly as good as the Philadelphia examples. In a common state, you find a lot of these in BU rolls in that Mid-State 63 to 65 level. It's really nothing, to really set fireworks and, when you find a nice gem example, you have to get the grade in order for it to be worth something. So here's where the grading aspect of it really, sets it apart from the Philadelphia example. Examples of this particular coin right here is pretty tough to find in the third-party graded holder above Mid-State 66. Again, it's a tougher quality coin. While there's not a whole lot of errors, the overall quality of the planchets and the after prep of these things wasn't nearly as good. So you'll find a lot of coins with a bunch of little bag marks and nicks and things of that nature, even in BU rolls. If you ever take a look at two examples of both coins, both a Philadelphia and a Denver, you'll see what I mean. So Mint State 67 is the top grade in this coin, and they're worth quite a bit more. If you had a Mint State 67 example of a 98D, these coins typically sell for between $200 to $300. There are no finer grades in existence. There's not even a plus grade for that 67 level, let alone a 68. I would imagine that the first Mint State 68 example will sell in excess of $1,000. So definitely something to keep in mind, and it would make for a really nice treasure hunt. So let's go ahead and recap the 98D on this one. So there's your mintage, 821 million pieces, quite plentiful. Circulated examples, again, only worth face value. Gem BU examples sell between $2 and $4. Keep in mind, if you have some of these kind of tucked away as BU roll form, you can make about 3 to 5 times your face value on these coins as a full roll. They're pretty sought after. And finally, third-party graded coins by PCGS or NGC, really tough above Mint State 66. Premium Mint State 67 examples sell for a few $100s, a lot tougher. There are no Mint State 68s available of this coin. So it's a pretty long topic. Of course, it's encompassed over 10 minutes of video for you, and I'm glad that you made it this far. And if you did, congratulations, and thank you for sticking with me on the 1998 Washington Quarter. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm your host, Blue Ridge Silverhound. The best way you could support my channel, as always, is smash that like button with a fury like you've never seen before, and subscribe. Come check me out on Facebook and Instagram as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great time. Enjoy collecting, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.